Today's county top began at the Rising Sun Hotel, apt given the clocks had just gone back and we'd been up very early. After initial obstacle, it was an easy uphill walk. The views were great despite the grey weather. Oh, and did I mention the wind? We gave up on that idea and pressed on across the common. We were heading for an exposed tree stark against the horizon. But where actually were we?
We're here halfway between Cleeve Hill and Cleeve Common. Cleeve Common is the highest point in Gloucestershire. It's 330 metres high. Cleeve Hill has good views, but good views here too. Cheltenham is behind me, I don't know if you can see that in the haze. We're also in the middle of a golf course, which is slightly off-putting as balls are kind of flying around. It's quite exposed up here, but it's rather lovely. We're going to walk onto Cleeve Common and tick off the actual high points, and then we'll head back down to the pub. It's quite a steep path from the pub up to this area. We passed something called Ben's Tump, and we'll look at more medieval settlements later on.
We made our way to the imposing radio masts. Turns out you can actually park right next to them. Still not entirely sure why we didn't. Up here the common is very open and the north wind was cold and strong, but we'd made it.
We're here at top of Cleeve Common, 330 metres high, 1,083 feet, a highest point in Gloucestershire, highest point in the Cotswolds, and highest point of the River Thames drainage. The River Severn is just over there, but everything here goes that way, goes east to the River Thames. Cleeve Common is really windy and exposed, but kind of beautiful, even on a rather murky day. We're at the trig point, so this is officially the highest point. A bit of map geekery for you. The OL45, the Cotswolds map from Ordnance Survey, misses this out by one teeny grid square. It also misses out the Warwickshire's highest point by one tiny grid square. So for county high pointers, don't use the Cotswolds map from Ordnance Survey. You need to use the other, the Cheltenham maps. That's more or less it. It's a cold, windy day, but it's rather nice up here. Good views, huge, of course, radio mast behind us. And now we're going to walk back to the Rising Sun Hotel.
The sun came out for our walk back and the views were beautiful. On a good day you can see the Black Mountains of Wales from here, not today. Zoe decided I needed some extra propulsion to get down the hill. Cleeve Common has wildlife. Birdwatchers report recent sightings of the great grey shrike, but we only saw a goat having a good old scratch. Soon we made it to a particularly lumpy bit of grassland.
We are at the Iron Age hill fort on Cleeve Common. Cleeve Common is an area of outstanding natural beauty. It's also a site of special scientific interest. There are a lot of old things here. There's this, there's also there was Ben's Tump, which is a burial ground, and the other side of the common is Bellis Knap, which is a Neolithic long barrow, which is about 5,000 years old. So there is a lot of history in and around Cleeve Common. We're now heading back, just skirting the golf club, which itself is 120 years old, and we're heading back to Woodmancote and lunch. It's getting a bit cold up here.
It was cold, but blue skies were cheering me up as we walked along the Cotswold edge through what's known as Cleeve Cloud. There was even time for us to squeeze in a final snack stop. Then, after a quick steep descent, we were back at the cattle grid and ready for our Sunday roast at the pub.